All right, so here we are at the electric switch at Museum Road. As many of you operators know, this electric switch can be triggered with a car going in the correct direction at a facing point or in a trailing move. The problem has been, though, those trailing moves are unnecessary throws of the switch, so we actually came up with a way to eliminate the trailing move. So we're going to explain to you all the changes we made here and what it will take for you to be able to activate the switch. Here we are at the electric contactors. These contactors here that I'm pointing to throw the electric switch. Your trolley pole will engage these contactors when the front of the car is around the yellow tie. Remember, short cars, you have to make sure you either do your power or coast about a tie or two before the yellow tie. And we do have a contactor on both tracks right here. This right here is the NASHOD contactor. This is the contactor that controls the NASHOD signal. This is able to check a car out when it is moving eastbound. It can also check a car in when it's moving westbound. The electric switch is now interlocked with this contactor. And what that means is your car must first go through this NASHOD contactor, and within 1 minute of going through that NASHOD contactor, you must pass through the electric switch contactor, which means you have gone over the yellow tie. So this contactor now arms the electric switch. All right, so here is another change. Here we have our check-in NASHOD contactor on county home siding. This used to be another 25 feet towards the street. This contactor also arms the electric switch. So if you pull into this contactor, the electric switch will be active for 1 minute after going through this contactor. The reason for moving the contactor back was if you are approaching the signal and it changes to red before you get to it, you will have plenty of time to stop without fouling the other track. So this will eliminate the need for backing up when approaching the signal and it changing in front of you. This is the control box that arms the electric switch. When you pass through either of the NASHOD contactors, it activates this relay right here, which activates this timer, which then pulls in this arming relay. As long as this relay is in, the electric switch will work. As soon as that relay falls out, the electric switch will not function. This will help eliminate about 90% of the cycling of the electric switch to eliminate wear and tear on the physical switch itself. All right, here we are in car 14, leaving track 11. Our intention is to do a short turn and head up to Arden Loop. To be able to do this without having to manually throw the electric switch, we're going to have to proceed all the way up to the change ends here sign, which will check us out of the NASHOD circuit. And then when we change ends, change directions, we'll then proceed through the NASHOD check-in contactor before we would reach the electric switch contactor. And here we are pulling up at the change ends here sign. Now we're facing the other direction, starting to head towards Arden Loop. We are going to be looking for the NASHOD amber light to come on. Once that light comes on or flashes, if there's already another car there, we have 1 minute to get over the yellow tie. So here we come up, the yellow light comes on. We are going to coast across the yellow tie for this move to proceed up to Arden Loop. Next, we are here on the county home side of the siding. We are here at the county home steps. You'll see a yellow tiger stripe. That is the meeting spot when you are waiting for a meet at county home. As we proceed forward, we're going to get the amber NASHOD light very soon here. From this point forward, we have 1 minute to cross over the yellow tie. This move is going to be into track 11. So we're going to stop at the yellow tie, pull power, and then proceed into track 11. And remember, no matter what position currently the switch is in, you must either coast or draw power to keep it or turn it in the direction that you want to go.